Brought you many stories on this religious group with claims of cover-ups involving sexual assault and bitter family separations. Now the focus is on the Exclusive Brethren's political donations and strong links to the Prime Minister.
John Howard said that they are decent, law-abiding citizens with family values. That's where he's wrong.
The timing of this story couldn't be worse for Prime Minister John Howard.
They're Australian citizens. It's a lawful organisation.
Smack bang in the first week of the election campaign, the Liberal Party has been linked to a controversial cult. More on that in a moment.
I don't want you to be doing it.
They're extreme. They're absolutely fanatical, fundamentalist extreme.
This is a public street,
All right.
okay?
All right, we're going in there.
Yeah.
They have caused trauma, heartbreak and tragedy to families in cutting families off from loved ones who have decided for whatever reason to leave. Therefore, I don't think they stand for family values, and that's why I'm speaking out.
Joy Nason was born into the Exclusive Brethren. She wants John Howard to hear her story.
I worked in the city as a secretary, and I saw what the outside world was like, and it was tempting to me as a young girl. I wanted to go to the pictures and I wanted to cut my hair and I wanted to be what I considered normal. But I knew that if I left, I would never see my family again.
At 25, she walked away from her faith and her family.
You've got to convince them that you're not coming back. But once that step is made, once the formal excommunication is made, you never see your family again.
How long's it been since you've seen some members of your family?
Since that date, since 1968, when I left. Only I
38
yes,
years.
I've not seen my brothers or sisters or nieces or nephews.
There are countless cases of the Exclusive Brethren breaking up families, but this secret society is accused of much more.
So many people who are members today are in fact trapped.
Yes, yes.
Children aren't allowed to attend university and don't always have a choice in who they marry. Earlier this year, we raised allegations involving the cover-up of sexual abuse by Brethren leaders. Some cases involved children. Former follower Nari Thomas was one of the victims.
I knew that if I came out publicly that I'd been sexually abused, that I would get the blame, that the perpetrator wouldn't.
What about when people made public confessions of sexual abuse? Were those confessions taken to the authorities?
No.
The federal government was dragged into the controversy when it was revealed the Exclusive Brethren had been granted special exemptions in the areas of education and industrial relations.
This is an extremist cult and sect.
There's nothing wrong with meeting the Exclusive Brethren.
I find it quite astonishing that people think it's odd I've met representatives of a lawful organisation.
Last night, new allegations were raised on the ABC, claiming the Brethren have been secretly backing the Liberal Party since as far back as 1993, when John Hewson was leader.
Most people didn't realise that those big advertisements that were put in there at the last minute were actually created and published by the Exclusive Brethren, supporting the Liberal Party.
In recent years, Brethren leaders have met Attorney General Philip Ruddock, the then Justice Minister Chris Ellison, Health Minister Tony Abbott, Treasurer Peter Costello and Prime Minister John Howard.
And at the last election, the Exclusive Brethren was anonymously supporting John Howard with glowing newspaper ads. It's claimed hundreds of thousands of dollars were spent pushing the Brethren agenda.
Bruce Hales and 7 of the church's most senior elders wrote to their fellow Brethren asking them to pray for the Howard government to be retained.
The Brethren see John Howard basically as the hero.
I have in fact written to Mr. Howard and asked him if he really knew the facts about the Exclusive Brethren, would he still say that they are decent, law-abiding citizens? Because I believe that the Australian people wouldn't want a Prime Minister who is who gives favours to an extremist cult who breaks up families. They say they don't break up families. They say it's sin that breaks up families. But believe me, the exclusive brethren do break up families.
Ben Fordham reporting in today. We sent Joy's details to the Prime Minister's office in the hope of arranging a meeting. We'll let you know the outcome. And if you have a story on the exclusive brethren, we want to know about it. Send us an email or give us a call.